let's talk about these. So today we're going to be reviewing these 3 Funko Pops. And these are a bit different than our normal type of Funko Pop. Because what is special about these is that this is not canon to Demon Slayer. These are holiday pops, Christmas versions. And I thought we'd unbox them. Let's talk about them a little bit. Do they need to exist? And why I think the hate for them is a little justified and a little much. So we'll start off with Tanjiro here. Tanjiro came out first here, him and Nezuko. I actually got them at box lunch a couple months ago now. So they have been out for a little bit, and I've been waiting to unbox them for when Giyu came out. And I will say this, as far as like hype for these, I had none. Normally, I am excited to see new merch, whether it be something I like or I think really is not something that I care about. When these were announced, I really had this like really type attitude towards them. But here's what I will say. Now having it out of the box here, let's take a look at him. And I mean, like, I can hate this. This is easy to hate. It's very easy to hate. But at the same time, I don't really want to. This didn't take away from anything. There was not a pop that would have been made instead of this. In fact, I would go as far as to say that if this series, Demon Slayer, did not get it, then another series would have. We would have got a One Piece holiday one. Actually, they may have done that. Or we would have gotten some other anime or just series in general getting a holiday pop. They've been doing these for a few years. They did it for Star Wars. They did it for Marvel. And I'm sure they'll do it for many more series to come. And in one way, I hate it. We'll get into that in a minute. But in some ways, I don't really mind it. You can see here, there is some detail put into this pop. The colors are vibrant. There is a hat molded onto her hair here. The hair is sort of unique in the way that it's molded. The eyes are well done. This is well done. And her outfit here is really well done. It looks all unique. And there is some charm about her being wrapped up in it. It makes her seem a little childish, which Nezuko canonically is. And here is the one thing I will say, is that we got Giyu. So Giyu was an Amazon exclusive. We got these two, which were commons, and these two actually were plus pops. And then this one is just a standard pop, but it was an Amazon exclusive, so it was pretty much the same price. And if anything, I will say that I don't really like that they made Giyu as one of them and not, say, Inosuke or Zenitsu. But I will say this is the second Giyu pop that we have gotten. And, I mean, it's not bad. The color in his eyes is really vibrant. I like that a lot. The paper here, the list, well done. I mean, yeah, it's just scribbles, but I mean, you couldn't have actually put names on there. But it's well done. The outfit's well done. The little hat here, once again, is well done. It's a new mold there and everything. This is all unique. Like, there is nothing like repeated here. Yeah, you could say, oh, the hats are the same, but they're not. You can see there is a little bit of greenery on the top of Tanjiro that Giyu does not have. Also, you can say that her hat is smaller than Tanjiro's, so it's more of a kind of cutesy, more of a kid hat compared to the other two. Now, like I said, it's very easy to go ahead and complain about these existing, that their whole existence is a shame. And this just proves why we need Funko to go out of business. And I was a part of that camp. I understood that mentality. But the more I've sat with these two for 2 months now, waiting on Gyu to come out, because I wanted to make a full video about this. Mostly being a rant. Whenever I first got these, I wanted to make a rant on how much I hated that this was going to be a thing. But the more I've sat with it, and maybe because it's getting closer to the holiday season and I'm in a more festive mood, I don't really have a problem with this, if I'm going to be completely honest. This is just a charming little thing, and it really doesn't change anything. And in fact, I'd go as far as to say this is normal for anime merch. Here is a Hatsune Miku Nindroid dressed up as Santa that released over 10 years ago. Here's a Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, Mai, dressed up in a Santa outfit long before Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus was even a thing. And they made an entire line of Gushing Over Magical Girl acrylic stands in Santa bikinis. There is more in my collection. The Chizuru figures, there has been 2 that are Santa themed and many more that I haven't picked up. This is not a unique thing whenever it comes to anime merch. Anime merch has been making holiday themed, Christmas themed for quite a while, and they will continue to do that. So I think having these is not out of line by any means. Now, if you don't like these, don't buy them. These are only going to be out for a limited time. They're going to put these away probably about February or March, and you're never going to see these again. They may make more of them next year, but I will say this, with 99% certainty, just by the way that I know how things work, they weren't going to make another Demon Slayer wave if they didn't make these. They would just make another line of another anime, Christmas themed, or they would have made something. The only reason we got these is because they need something festive or holiday themed to put out around Christmas to encourage people to, hey, I like this anime, I'm going to put this beside my Christmas tree because it'd be cool to have Nezuko beside it. That's all this is. Now, do I like these as much as the standard Demon Slayer pops? No, these aren't exactly for me. But as I mentioned, these are for the people that like Demon Slayer casually, and they want something Demon Slayer just to have in their Christmas decorations. They go to Box Lunch or Hot Topic, they see a cute little Nezuko Christmas-themed little Funko Pop, and they decide, I'm going to put that beside my Christmas tree or on my mantle. That'll just make it more festive and share my love of anime with everyone else. If you're thinking, I don't think that way, there should be none of these Funko Pops, or you should just get an Nindroid with Hatsune Miku, these aren't for you then. And I know that's a hot take, and maybe this whole video is a hot take, but in my opinion, I'm fine with these. Do I want more of these? Not necessarily. Are these my favorite in my collection? Not necessarily, but I don't have a problem with these, and I hope that many of you can understand that viewpoint. Thank you for watching. Do you have any holiday or Christmas themed merch, anime merch in your collection? I mentioned a few of them today. I have 3 more here, so let me know. And if you want to see more Funko Pop unboxings, anime figure unboxings, or anime news, whatever we have coming out on the channel, hit subscribe. You'll see that as soon as we put it out. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.